Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim, back with another video, trying something a little different today. I am filming in the car on my ride home from work. I have like an hour commute home from work every day, and usually I listen to audiobooks, I listen to music, but I said I also want to start like doing videos. Okay, why waste that hour? We got to get back doing videos. I feel like I've been slacking a little bit on YouTube. So today's our trial run. It's our first time. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't run into anybody. Hopefully the lighting's okay. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall off the suction cup tripod dealio thingy I've got going on here. So we'll see what happens. Now, I will say that, especially during this first part of the trip, there are a lot of twists and turns coming down this mountain. So I may not be making eye contact the whole time, but you know, bear with me. I am literally coming down a mountain, and there's lots of little twists and turns and bad drivers and stops and all that. Anyway, and one day I will try to figure out the camera so that you can see the scenery as well as me, or maybe some days I'll just show the scenery. I don't know. Let me know what y'all want to see and I'll try to make that work. But today I wanted to talk about knowing your worth. Okay, I think most of us do not have the right ideal about like what we're worth. You know, our self-worth is off. Okay, our self-esteem is way too low. Okay, and I think a reason for this is that, honestly, for the most part, almost everything you come in contact in this world tries to lower your self-worth, or tries to get you to lower your self-worth. Okay, tries to get you to think less of yourself, to lower your self-esteem. And there's a good reason for this. Now, one big reason in today's world is because advertisers from different companies and corporations want you to think there's something wrong with you, so that you will buy something from them that supposedly will make you better. I'm gonna say that again because that's a big one. Advertisers in our day and age love to make you feel like there's something wrong with you, so that they can sell you something, so that you'll buy their product and it will fix you. So that's why I think a lot of us have such low self-esteem. We're always watching commercials, and it's subtly put into, you know, television shows and movies, all that, but definitely advertisement is always trying to make you seem like this person over here who we're showing in our ad is better than you, and if you want to be better like them, you need to buy this. If you drove this car, or you wore these clothes, or you wore this makeup, you would be better. Now, they don't say it like that, but that's really what's going on. And we are bombarded with this from the time we're born to like the time we die. So no wonder so many of us think that just the regular us, the regular me, the regular you is flawed. Because all we see is these pretty perfect people all the time. And we're like, oh, I want to be like that. I'm not like that. What's wrong with me? That's one reason. Like, almost everything you come in contact with is trying to put you down, trying to make you lower your ideal of like your worth. Another reason is other people. Other people do it, and I might lose some of y'all here, but bear with me. Life is all about energy, right? And I really think that if someone can put you down and make you think less of yourself, they get that energy. That energy that should be like yours. When you like lower your eyes, or someone says something and it really hurts you and it makes you not feel worthy, I feel like they get that energy. Or maybe they feel like they're getting that energy if they really don't get it. But there is, and a lot of other people who don't feel good about themselves feel better if they can make you feel bad too. Misery loves company. So even if there is no mystical exchange of energy, like I think there might be, just in general, people like, you know, misery loves company. So if I don't like myself, I feel a little better if I like put you down too. And that's why people do it. You'll notice that very like self-confident people, really self-confident people, almost never talk about other people. A truly self-confident person has no need to put you down or talk bad about you. In fact, usually a really self-confident person, a person who really knows their self-worth, the only time they talk about somebody is positive, because they're trying to build other people up too. So you get a lot of negative people in the world, since there are so many of us, don't have our self-worth where it needs to be, our confidence isn't where it needs to be. A lot of these people sometimes turn and try to put you down. put me down, put other people down. So like 95% of the people you come in contact with, except for like your small circle of friends and family that really care about you, are always trying to tell you that you're nothing, you're nobody. And over time, like, what do you think most people are going to expect? And then you throw in, sometimes you get people in that group that are supposed to care about you. Sometimes we have family members that blatantly tear us down, or friends who tear us down. You know, by the time you get a certain age, you don't think you're nobody. You don't think you're anything. You're actively always looking for something else to like make yourself better. All you ever trying to do is change yourself to make yourself better. You just don't feel like you're worth anything. And this is a problem. This is a problem. And I know this for a fact because this is something I've struggled with like my entire life. Okay? And I feel blessed that at least I did have a good family life. And I have been blessed to have some good friends in my life, or I would be even worse. I would be even worse. But here's the thing. Okay, we could stay all day talking about why it is. What's the fix? Okay, how do you change your view of self-worth? And I think the first thing is to start with the basics. Like, let's put a numerical value on it, okay? Let's say we all start with 25 self-worth points, right? Because we're all equal. We're all worth the same amount. Every human being on this planet, just from being born, has worth, and it's all equal. It's all the same. Every human. I don't care what color you are, what sex you are, what sexual preference you are, what part of the world you're from. Every human is equal, worth the same. Let's just say we're all born with 25 self-worth points. Now, anybody else you can look at on this planet, no matter what they've done, no matter what they have, no matter how much money they have in their bank account, no matter what. Think about your favorite celebrity, favorite singer, the person you look up to the most, the person you have the biggest crush on. That person has 25 self-worth points too. Jeff Bezos has 25 self-worth points. You have 25 self-worth points. I have 25 self-worth points. What happens is, though, as time goes by and we get beat down by the haters and the advertisers, like we start to think like we have 10 points. You know, we start to think other people are here and we're down here. This is not true. This is not true. So like anytime someone, you come in contact with someone and you feel like you're less than them or they're better than you, just keep in mind that they got 25 points just like you've got 25 points. And it does not matter like what you do. I know some people are going to be like, well, I work really hard to earn what I have, and that's why I have more things in life, and I'm doing this, and I'm vegan, and I do all, a lot of times we do things in life that we think make us better than other people. So you'll even hear people say, oh, I know I'm better than that guy over there. That guy's a drug addict, doesn't have a job, is living in the street. I know I'm better than him. No, that drug addict living in the street with no job, 25 self-worth points. Now, we can do things in our lives to better our life. Okay? Some people have better lives, but that does not mean they are a better person. We all have the same worth. Even people I don't like, I don't like to say I have enemies, but even people who might hate me or not like me, who might be my enemy, they have the same worth as me. All of us have the same self-worth, right? And what this does, if you ponder on that, it just allows you to go through life realizing you can do more. See, the problem is when your self-confidence goes down and you lose sight of how much you're really worth, and you lose sight of the fact that you are worth what everyone else on this planet is worth. You're just as important as everyone on this planet. When you lose sight of that, you start to think you can't do certain things. You start to think that some people are special because they're better than you, and so that certain things they do, you can't do. This is not true. And this is the whole point of this video. All of us can do whatever we want to do, okay? Like, all of us have the ability to do what we want to do. Because I personally believe that the things we deep down really, really, really want to do are specific to each one of us. And so we have the attributes and the abilities to do it, or we will push so hard to do it that we can do it. So that's why I feel comfortable saying anyone can do anything they put their mind to, because you're only going to really put your mind to the things that you were already destined to do, or the things that were already in your makeup to do. But so often we don't do things we want to do because we feel like that's reserved for people who are better than us. That's reserved for special people. That's reserved for the pretty people. No, you've got 25 self-worth points. I've got 25 points. You know, LeBron James has 25 points. Everybody's got the same points. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You just have to realize, and it's easy to say. You know, of course, I know somebody's gonna be like, Tim, it's easier said than done. I get it. Everything in life is easier said than done, except like breathing, okay? It's almost harder to say breathe than it is to actually breathe. Stuff like that. Stuff that occurs naturally. But everything else, of course, is easier said than done. And it takes time to like get to the point where your self-confidence is up, your self-esteem is up. This is something I work on constantly, regular basis. But it starts with the realization that you are worthy. You're just as important as everyone on this planet. Nobody, no matter what they do, what they've done, what they have, is better than you. Some people might make better life choices. Some people might have better lives, but they're not better than you. And you can take that understanding and use it for you to have a better life. Okay? You can't live the life you are destined to live fully if you don't realize how important you are. If you don't realize the power you have. If you don't realize your worth. You can't. You can't. So a lot of times, like, we're living the life we can live with the self-esteem level we have, and we wonder why we still just aren't happy, because a lot of things we look at and say, oh, I'd want to do that, we immediately say, oh, I could never do that. I couldn't do it. You'll hear grown people, grown men and women, grown ass adults will be like, oh, I could never do that. Why not? Why not? Unless it's something extreme like you're afraid of heights and they're like, yeah, I could never bungee jump. I get that. You know what I mean? Little stuff like that. But when it comes to like work, when it comes to like relationships, when it comes to like personal development, when it comes to quitting bad habits, when it comes to like everything else, people will be like, oh, I couldn't do it. Why couldn't you? The only reason you can't do it is because you think you can't do it. And that's partially because society has told you you can't do it. Society wants you to think you're not good enough. Society wants you to think that there's people better than you, okay? And you're not one of the gifted, you're not one of the cream of the crop, you're not one of the 1%. So all you are good for is just being a worker bee and like just settling. Society wants you to settle, right? Society wants you to be like, this is all I can do, I'm gonna take it, because then you'll stay at a dead-end job, you'll end up with someone you really don't love, anything the government tells you or the TV tells you, you eat it up. Oh, I'm not smart enough to really, no. Society wants you to settle. And if you don't know your self-worth, you will settle. But you don't have to. You don't have to. You are just as good as anybody else you see on the TV or in any government position or any celebrity. You are just as good as them. The fact that all of us beat out how many gajillion number of sperm cells and eggs inside our parents to be like born gives us like instant worth. The fact that you made it through all the processing and were born gives you the same worth as anybody else. And once you know this, there's like nothing nobody can like do to you. Okay? Like once you know that you're worthy, then like it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Hold on, I gotta get a swig of water. Got some CBD water. I don't know if it does anything. I think it's totally mental, but every time I drink it, I feel a lot more chill. So, so I drink it on the way home from work in case traffic is bad. Traffic's never really bad. Sometimes there's like accidents and I have to like sit in traffic for like 20 minutes. I lose it. Anyway, back to self-worth. It starts with realizing and keeping it in the every time. Like I said, and I know how this happens because I'm always struggle with this. Every time you're put in a position and like you I don't want to say like cower, but we've all been in positions where we just felt like someone was better than us. And we kind of yielded to them or gave way to them. Whenever you're in a situation like that, just realize that person's got 25 self-worth points, I got 25. This person ain't better than me. No. Or anytime you're in a situation where a thought pops in your head to do something, and then you're like, oh, I can't do that. No. Realize there are people doing it, and those people doing it are just as good as you. you're just as good as them. They are not better than you. They may have different abilities. Excuse me. That CBD water already. Sometimes like people can do things easier than you, but we're all human beings. We all have the same worth. We all can do pretty much anything we put our mind to, and anything we sincerely put our mind to and really want to do. And you don't have to change, okay? Let's go back to like the advertisers and people trying to tell you that like, you know, you need bigger, better, faster. You know, you need to change your body. You need to change like, you know, you need to wear different makeup, like all this stuff they try to tell you. Now, if you want those things in life, cool. I see nothing wrong with people like changing their body. You know, I've always said plastic surgery, stuff like that, going to the gym, working out, all that type of stuff. You want to do it, cool. But just realize it does not make you better than anyone else. You're inherently good. You're inherently up here with everybody else. You know, if you are doing it for the reason of thinking it's gonna, you know, make you a better person, no. It's just like, you know, here recently at work, I've been trying to, not today, but I've been trying to dress up a little more. Does not change anything about me, doesn't change who I am, doesn't change my worth, but I just like dressing up a little better, you know, like getting a couple compliments. And that's the same with anything. There's things you can do in life that, you know, maybe, you know, boost your confidence in yourself a little, which is always good. But you can't do the things thinking like they're really gonna like change who you are. You're already here. You can't go any higher. You've already got 25 self-worth points. You're as high as you can ever go. And that's what we have to realize, like, you're already there. You already are the truly awesome, beautiful human being that you're trying to be. That's why like all this other stuff you do will never work, because you're already there. All this stuff you try to do to like make yourself, you know, better will never work in that regard, because you're already better. You know, there's things you can do to help yourself, but you're already like just as special as anyone else on this planet. And when you keep that ideal in your mind, you know, and there's gonna be more videos on this. As I learn more stuff, I'll definitely share it with y'all. But I just wanted to talk about that today and just say, like, we're all up here. We all got the same 25 points. Like, don't ever let anyone, for any reason, you know, even things we have about us that we may not like, that doesn't make us less of a person. I've always struggled with, like, you know, looking at myself, thinking I was too skinny, my weight, things like that. You know, if I could have a few more pounds on me, I probably would take it. I'm too lazy to go to the gym and get them. That and the hemorrhoids when I work out is not pleasant. But like, I have to realize I'm perfect. Skinny. You know, I'm just as good skinny as someone is bigger, or as someone is fat. Like, someone who's fat and might want to lose weight, you're still beautiful. You're still perfect. You're great. There's nothing you really have to do. There's nothing you can do to gain more worth in this life. You're already there. All you can do is switch little things up to maybe help the way you see yourself, you know? And if that's something you need to do, cool. As long as you don't do it like, you don't get too wrapped up in it. You know, sometimes I think people get so wrapped up in, oh, I'm gonna do this, it'll give me more confidence, and they do it, doesn't give them what they thought, or it gives them a little confidence, but they still have that, you know, in the back of their mind, they still think they aren't worth nothing, so they try something else, and it just is on and on and on cycle, when at the end of the day, you just have to realize, start from a place of, I'm already perfect, I'm already beautiful, I'm already worth what everyone else is on this planet is worth, and I'm just gonna do these other little things because they make me happy, okay? So like I said, more videos on this topic. We're gonna be talking a lot more about like self-esteem, things like that, living our dreams. You know, we're back, baby, okay? So yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Let me know what you think on this topic in the comment box below. And yeah, if you have any videos on topics like this or anything else you want me to talk about on one of these drive home talks, put them in the comment box below. Hit me up on my social medias. I'm always down to talk and discuss and do these videos. So y'all stay blessed. Have a great day. You're worth it. You're the best. You're perfect. You're beautiful. Love you.